What's going on, everyone? Moose here, Airguns of Michigan, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about that time of year, and it's hunting season, at least for most of us. Here in Michigan, it's Labor Day weekend here, so we're in September, a couple of weeks, and we're going to be out small game hunting. Rabbits, squirrels, all kinds of good stuff, and having a good time doing it. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about what I look for in a hunting setup. Especially, we're going to focus today on small game. So, a couple of different things that we want to think about. We want to think about how much it weighs. What are its capabilities as far as distance? How many shots we're going to get out of that gun, how durable it is, and how much it may or may not get hung up if we're pushing through some brush, things like that. And I've come up with an idea that, and I've used it before, but the FX Wildcat. This is probably one of my favorite platforms to use. This is actually a sniper. Now, some of you guys might be saying, well, dude, what about the bottle version? And what about the compact? And what about this? And what about that? Well, let me tell you. The compact, for me, while it is a very nice gun, does still limit the amount of shots that I'm going to get. Now, I could go with the compact bottle, but in all honesty, I found a good, rifle length bullpup is perfect. This gun is incredibly light, very easy to shoulder, super offhand shooting, and honestly, in 22 caliber, shooting the JSB Hades in 22 caliber, this thing is an absolute freaking tack driver. It really, truly is. I was out shooting like 75 yards the other day, and I mean literally one jagged hole at 75 yards. Now granted, I was on a bench, but if it can do it on a bench, it can do it offhand if you're a good enough shot. So there's not just the gun, but with this gun in its current configuration, I'm going to get between 70 and 80 shots, supposedly. I don't doubt that, considering I went through like 6 or 7 magazines and was still, above like 190 bar. And with the reg set at roughly 100 bar, I got a long way to go. So more than 5 or 6 by a long shot. The next thing we want to talk about is an optic. A good, clear optic. Now, everybody's got a preference. Some people like second focal plane first hunting. I still prefer first focal plane. And honestly, for weight to power, this is one of my all-time favorite optics. This is a Citron S-Tac 4-20 by 50. And let me tell you, if you know the name Citron, you know it's a very clear optic. I use its ultra big brother in bench rest. And I'm serious, man. It's insanely clear. The illumination is good enough to be daytime illumination as well. It does have a cool little flip up here, so you can adjust the power on the fly, or you can just grab it with your mittens or whatever you're out shooting with. But great optic, keeps the gun super light. Got Donny FL on the end. That is the tattoo. And honestly, I was kind of up in the air on whether or not it even needed a moderator. This gun is so quiet. You definitely hear more downrange, but I decided to put it on there just to make it that much more quiet. But you could honestly do it without. Super quiet with it. But once again, when we talked about things that can catch on, roughage that you're going to be walking through, it is what it is, but this is a very smooth gun. Not a lot to get caught on the bushes, things like that. So great little gun. Like I said, ultra lightweight. You could put a sling on it if you want and make it even easier to carry. But seriously, I mean, the gun itself comes in right around 6 pounds. You add the optic and, you know, you're at like, I mean, like a gallon of milk. So, you know, when you're out and about, and, you know, if you're like me and you squirrel hunt, I walk out, find a nice place to pop a squat, sit down and wait for the squirrels to reappear. Because they're going to hear you coming. But, you know, so let's hear about what you guys use for your small game hunting and your setup. You know, this is one of the guns that we may use this year. I've got other ones. We're going to talk about those as well coming up. We've got a couple of guns coming up that you may have said, huh, I never really considered that. But we're going to show you what some of these other guns are capable of. And I think you're going to be shocked. So, with that being said, I'm Moose. This is Airguns of Michigan. This is a great setup, honestly, for somebody that's looking to get out and do some really precision, you know, pesting or hunting or whatnot. So, keep that in mind. And as always, be good to each other. And God bless. Take care.